Alright, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are playing MLB The Show 24. So I started a franchise, and how I'm running this, I'm playing as the Cardinals, but I did pick up some free agents. Most of them are like relief pitchers, and I got them for really cheap, like Randy Johnson. Um, who else? Anyway, most of them are either old, and I got them for the real cheap, or they're young, and I got them for the real cheap. I do play with the budgets on, but we're going to start this season in spring training with the dynamic settings on, so it's going to adjust as I get better. Got that young Mark McGuire, the young Griffey. Some of you may judge, but we're playing for fun.
And welcome to Baseball City. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the St. Louis Cardinals going up against the New York Mets. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to roll. Our starter in this one,
Game 1 of spring training.
Well, Boog, he's the type of guy that you can bet on to give you quality innings most of the time he goes out there. Guy knows how to pitch. He's got good stuff. Sometimes it can be even plus stuff.
I love that little,
order, though, I think that's going to tell
you
us
know,
a
where the
lot
name
about
is
how he's
Tommy
feeling
Edman right
today
there.
and how he's going to
How it
settle into this
looks.
ball game and attacking
So
hitters.
obviously that's different from last
Here
year.
it comes.
So we're starting on beginner.
Line drive. Oh, he gloves it. Here's a Cardinals lineup now. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Smoke to the left. This looks like extra bases. Lead runner around second.
That might be a double.
Lindor with a relay throw, but he's in there easily.
Waste no time there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
One down. Next is the designated hitter,
Mark McGuire when he was young.
Golden opportunity
Let's
right
go.
here. Ripped on a line. Drops into the glove.
Ooh,
Runners
that's gonna
tagging
be
from second and third. And they strike
Yeah,
first
buddy.
as they take a 1-0 lead. Save.
1-0.
Beats it.
Guy on third.
Standard sack fly. He
I'll take it.
barreled that baseball. Just
Got the young Griffey on the team. Like I said, I got all these guys cheap,
Next up for the Cardinals.
so I do play with the budgets on.
Lined into right. Makes the grab, and that is that. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On to the bottom of the first.
All right, not bad. Scored a
Back
run.
here with my pal
Got
Siggy.
Nolan Ryan.
And pitching in this game, Nolan
What's I said,
Ryan.
1993?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed
That was the last time he
differential between
pitched.
The fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Starling Marte up to hit. On the ground, right side. The flip to the pitcher cover.
All right, 1 out.
Up, 1 down.
Batting second. The second base.
Here's a Mets lineup now. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's This
So I
talent
actually
on the
played a
mound,
game
you gotta
earlier
find ways
online,
to disrupt
wasn't
his
working,
rhythm,
so
make him uncomfortable a little bit.
could not
The
get
guys that can handle the bat and
the
perhaps,
live
you know,
roster
bunt for a base
updates,
hit, get
you
him
know,
moving
for all
on
the
the
recent
mound. If you're in
transitions
the
that just
box and he
happened.
seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit, and then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Brandon Nimmo at the plate with 2
I wish the
swings
Cards would
through
pick
that
up
one.
Blake Snell. He's one of my favorites. Or even Jordan
Swing
Montgomery.
and a miss.
We need
And
some more
Siggy,
help.
as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
If you're a Cards fan.
And you know, if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over.
Yeah, we're
to
going to play this
if
season.
they do at all.
From spring training all the way to the end. See if we can make the playoffs. I know I got these Nolan Ryan, but like I said, we're just having fun with it. But it will be on that dynamic setting, so it's going to be even. Especially by the time we hit the season.
Miss, struck him out, and it's a 3-up, 3-down.
Level-wise,
And
like our rank.
To the ballpark. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras.
Like, see, the dynamic difficulty is beginning right now for batting, so that'll go up as we get hits and score runs.
Liner, base hit.
If you've never played on a dynamic setting. Same with the pitching. As you strike people out, get outs, it goes up.
Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
And here is Lars Nootbaar. Line to left, and a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
A couple of singles back-to-back. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance.
That rain's keeping them in.
Warning track. Runner tags at second. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only one out.
Thought that was a no-doubter. Like the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
Jordan Walker.
Now at the plate.
I think they really, I don't think they did a good job making him this year, because last year by the end of it he was ranked like 81. This game they got him ranked
Contreras,
76, which is, in my opinion, is way too low. This guy's way better than that.
That one ripped. Could be extra bases. And it gets by him. One run is in. Around third. He'll score as well, and they lead by 3.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Pretty much just a textbook double into the
nice
gap.
Hit.
And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Tommy Edman at the plate. Got one out to right. And they get Edman for the out. And there are 2 outs.
A little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit, trying to put the ball in the air.
The batter.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt.
Paul Goldschmidt.
This one in the air right field. Marte going after it. And that'll do it. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now 3-0. And we're back, bottom of the inning. And now
so I'll run 3 during spring training. I'm going to run 3, basically 3 innings per pitcher
97 with
each.
that fastball.
And then run first string, first game of the hit, you know, the hitters, and then I run a second string. And how we're going to do it is, you know, if Griffey gets outperformed out in center, he's not going to get the center position.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
And a foul ball.
Hopefully nobody
One
gets
down,
injured
base is empty.
during this spring training.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Off to a strong start, Siggy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Francisco Alvarez now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. And there's a foul ball.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe
swing and a miss. Struck
Nasty.
him out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Mets go down quickly. They trail in this one 3-0.
That's 42-year-old Nolan Ryan right there, baby.
Top half of the third inning. Here's Nolan Arenado.
Third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
And a pitch. Line drive. This looks like extra bases.
See if we can get a double out of that.
Around
Ooh, I don't know.
first,
It's going to be
for
close.
2. Throws to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Just
I'll
a
take
solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And now here is Mark McGuire in the air, right field, pretty well struck.
That's
That one
out of here.
carrying, going, gone.
Nice.
He sends one out the opposite way, and they add to their lead.
Oh,
It's
young Mark
5-0.
McGuire.
He hit that into the
Back
wind
in them
and still
Oakland
had enough
days.
to leave the ballpark. He really connected on that pitch. When you're lacking velocity, it's so critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. But when you give up a home run
Young
right
Griffey
there,
back in the Seattle
manager
days.
doesn't have a lot of patience because the velocity's not there to overcome and get the swing and miss.
I love the crack
Base
off the
hit.
bat, the
Just
sound.
kind of
It's
sliced
amazing.
that one into center.
So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. Now that's smacked to right center. And that gets down into the gap.
Ooh, he's probably caught.
Cut off, throw to second,
Ooh,
but he's in
close.
there easily.
Everything
No
came
outs.
together for him.
Let's go.
The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Adrian Hauser.
And never an easy situation coming in with runners at second and third. He's got a base to run.
Hard liner.
There's an out.
Squeezes it. Both runners tagging from second and third. Puts the tag on him and
2
it's a
outs.
double play. But they do get a run. Here's Nolan
All right.
Gorman. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a high fly ball to left. And that is that.
All right, heading into the bottom of the third.
3 runs, 4 hits, no errors, and no one left. Set for the bottom of the third, and now Ronnie Mauricio. Ryan back to work.
So this would be the last inning for Nolan Ryan, or
And a
not
foul
Arenado.
ball.
Nolan Ryan.
Down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch, make
Ooh,
that
that
guy
was
on the mound
nasty.
to get you out.
Kicks and fires.
So I was doing this earlier. I feel like that
Spoils
when I moved the
2-strike
pitch over,
pitch, and he'll see another.
lags a little bit. I hope they update that and fix that. Slightly delayed.
The 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Here's the 0-2.
This is going to be a fun season playing with all these people I signed.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
And I got everybody for
Well,
cheap.
right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. I mean, it doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Tyrone Taylor now in the box. Comes up empty with
Nolan
a swing there.
Ryan's a strikeout king.
The Mets with a lot of ground to make up here in the last half of the third. pitch. Fastball right back to the mound. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is. And it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle
Warm up a new
bit.
pitcher.
Contreras makes the play, and that's the inning.
Throat's hurting.
And the welcome back, and now on the mound to start the fourth, Joey
Right.
Lucchesi.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score
So,
right
like,
where
what,
it
I
is.
got Pedro
Seems
Martinez.
like a
Got him
tough
for cheap.
task today.
Young Pedro
Here's the lineup
Martinez.
to swing in it.
Here comes a pitch. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 away.
Now batting.
Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. And here comes Tommy Edman. This to center field. Taylor moving under it. Nabs it.
It's getting
That's out
jammed
number
on
2.
everything.
2 out.
Wind's blowing out
Space is
10
empty.
miles per hour.
Paul Goldschmidt
You would think
picks
the
up
balls
for
would be
Cardinals.
launching out of here.
Hammer, base hit.
There we
So
go.
Nolan Arenado now gets a chance with 2 gone.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was
Now
ready
batting.
to swing it on the
The
first
third
pitch.
baseman.
Breaking ball
Nolan
down and in. He did a nice job of just catching out in front. I like that he didn't spin off the ball by opening up that front hip too early.
And that one is lifted in the air. Taylor moving under it.
There's 3.
Makes the play, and it's out number 3.
All right, heading into the bottom of the 4th.
The Cards leave 1, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of
Last
the
time
4th.
Pedro pitched was
Martinez.
2009.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Marte batting for the second.
Couldn't get his,
And that's strike
original
1.
number because Cardinals have a 45 retired.
Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
See if I can get him with this fastball inside low.
Swings through
Yes,
it
sir.
for the K. Couldn't catch up to the heater. And now here's Jeff
Batter,
McNeil.
number 1, second baseman, Jeff
Martinez.
So, yeah, I'll run 3 now with
Award
Pedro.
winner. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a 2-seamer. The Mets.
Hopefully we
hitless
can
so
avoid
far in the
injuries
game.
during spring training.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 2 gone now.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Out to short. Whips it to first on the run. And the
Nice
Mets
little
go
play.
2-3. Nothing doing for the Mets. They still find themselves down 6-0. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Tyler McGill.
And with the big deficit on the score.
Sorry, I had to adjust the chair.
Out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you
I
would
like
in a
young Mark.
close game.
And that should be extra bases.
He's a beast.
Turn for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive.
All right, we're up to amateur.
And now here's a speed
And the hitting.
outfielder Ken Griffey Jr. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Hauls it in for the out. Wilson Contreras, the next to hit.
Wilson Contreras.
Hard hit left side. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. There's one.
Got me.
Man at first. Lars Nootbaar. Next up for the Cardinals.
Lars Nootbaar.
This one in the air, center
Pops it
field.
up.
Taylor moving under it. And that's the third out. One left for the Cardinals. They lead it though 6-0.
So let me look at these settings real quick. Camera. And play it out. Let's put that on. I think that's where it
Back
starts
here
on
with my
back
pal
inning.
Siggy. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's Pete Alonso. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. In the air, left field.
Ooh, Walker,
gets
I don't
under
like
it.
that delay, man.
Hauls it in for the out.
He's underrated in this video, in the video game.
Shortstop.
He should be at least an 80, not a 76.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
In the air, fairly deep to right field. Nootbaar makes the catch, and there's 2 away. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. And first offering is fouled off. Alvarez, 22 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. On the corner for a strike.
High inside, baby, right here. Ooh.
Kicks and deals. To the right side, Gorman.
Last year, man, Gorman made so many errors for me.
3 up, 3 down that time.
I don't know
We're
what
back,
it was.
and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Josh Walker.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Taylor makes the play. 1 up, 1 down. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Jordan Walker. 1 for 2. That's to third, and he can't come up with it. But plenty of time to recover, and that's the second out. At the plate, Tommy Edman.
The shortstop, Tommy Edman.
That's hard hit on the line. And a base hit. So Paul
He didn't know where to go.
now gets a chance with 2 gone.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there.
See if I can steal a
Solid
base with
swing
old
from
Tommy
start to
Edman.
end, on time with everything. Really good balance.
Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. That's in for a strike.
Safe.
Second, and that was not
We
close.
won't do too many of those
That
during
steal right there
spring
is
training.
wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
The other way. And they get Goldschmidt for the out. And that is that. And
This game's
welcome back
flying
to
by.
the ballpark. Ronnie Mauricio.
See, I'm
now.
moving it over, but it's, man, that's annoying. They're going to have to fix that.
And first offering is fouled off. Righty delivers. And a big swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
All right, Pedro, get through this last inning.
And a good eye there.
It's a good take.
And the right-hander deals.
High and inside.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
And now the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. And first offering is fouled off.
I wonder what the Mets are going to do
The
this year.
Mets yet
Probably
to
nothing
pick up a hit
good.
here.
Sorry for all you Mets fans out there.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
0-2.
I was rooting for them when they went out and got all them big name players, and they just let them go.
The pitch. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. 2 down.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the
Now
pitcher
batting,
wanted, but it
third
worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Baden in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Popped in the air, left field. Walker gets under it, and that is that. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new
Your
pitcher on the
attention,
mound. Jorge
Now
Lopez.
pitching for the Mets,
7th
Nolan
inning.
Arenado
Number 73.
getting ready to hit.
Jorge.
Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. That's a base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second.
I shouldn't have done that. Whatever.
Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for 2.
Gotta love the hustle.
Forgot
and the
Nolan
attitude there
Arenado's
to try to stretch
freaking
that
slow
single
in this
into a
game.
Double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
Fly ball down the
I
line.
got a feeling Big Mark's going to be
And a
my
foul
home run
ball.
hitter.
Lopez, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a curve, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a 4-seamer. And it's fouled away.
He's got one already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
And he deals. Foul ball still 0-2.
Oh, hang
Time
on.
called.
Need to
Chance
warm
to
up the
collect
pitcher.
himself down 0-2.
Forgot about that. Let's bring in Mets. No, actually, sit down. Let's bring in Sideshow Page. That's 53-year-old Sideshow Page.
And a pitch. Swing and a ball lined out.
Got him for the
towards
cheap
center.
as well.
Taylor pulls that one.
He's gonna be
down,
my,
and there's 2 away.
Backup
Now
closer.
batting, the center fielder.
2 out,
Ken
space is
Griffey
empty.
Jr.
Here's the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. 1 for 3. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there.
That felt like it was getting out of here.
Bangs
Nope.
off the wall. And into second easily with a 2-out double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't
Now
feel
batting.
any
That's
vibration
young
in
Griffey,
your
too.
hands
I probably said that
whatsoever.
already,
Such
but-
a good feeling. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle.
Young Griffey with
allowed himself
old
to stay
Griffey
back
batting.
just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Digging in, Wilson Contreras. And that is that.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time.
We're
Let's
back in a
bring
new
in
pitcher here to start the bottom of the
Sideshow
7th.
Page.
Satchel
1965.
Paige.
Satchel
Compared to
Page.
some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so
Hitting for the
it should be fairly free
1965.
and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Strike 1.
0-1.
On paper, I should win every game this year with the lineup I got. That probably won't happen, though.
Got it by him for the K. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, DJ Stewart. Looking to start something with 1 gone. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
I don't like that his number's 50. Can't have Adam Wainwright's number. I'm going to have to change that.
One down, base is empty. Stays alive. Left-hand batter waits. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. The
This
pitch.
guy's fighting the battle.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
There we go.
2 down. Mets going with a pinch hitter. Luis Angel Acuna looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. Here's a line drive, and that's going to end the no-hitter. It's a base hit. And Pete Alonso with a chance to make an impact with 2 away. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Omar Narvaez, the runner on first with 2 gone for him. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. That's a strike, and the count is 0-2. Right-hander kicks, deals, and a swing and a miss, and that's
Got
that.
him.
So remaining in the game defensively, Joey Wendell. He'll be the new right fielder after
Oh,
entering as a
Harrison
pinch
Bader.
hitter. And now the right fielder, Lars.
I forgot he's on the Mets this year. Let's guess Cutter. And they pitched to Cutter.
Now playing lefty. Number 5.
Ripped to
And I
short,
still got out.
snagged on a bounce.
Maybe.
Not in time. An infield knock to start the
Let's
inning.
go.
Just barely able to beat that one out. Man, he was giving it his all, getting down the line right there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity. Right
I
on
felt like I
top.
whacked that
Taylor
ball.
makes the grab, and there's one down.
Oh well.
So man
Spring
aboard.
training.
Now up for St. Louis, Jordan Walker.
I feel like the mud on their shoes looks different.
Hammers that one.
Walker,
Deep
let's
field
go.
and forget it.
Dude, he's like my favorite player right now. I hope this guy takes off
And they
in
add
real
a
life.
pair. It's 8-0.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat.
Show
You
drone.
watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever
That's new
it's at.
this year.
Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Tommy Edman digs in now. A switch hitter batting right. This to third. Baden. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Well, an error like that, you look at the scoreboard and you kind of wonder if they are losing focus out there. And look, it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting blown out. We've all been there. And I'm not saying that's definitely what happened on this play, but it's not a great look.
Taylor makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Up next for the Cardinals.
Nolan Arenado next up for the Cardinals.
Arenado.
I love this guy too, Arenado.
That one lifted to left. Bader should have it. And that'll do it. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now an 8-0 game. And we're back onto the bottom of the 8th, and stepping in for New York, Francisco Lindor. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Now the throw to first on the run. In there safely.
Threw an error. Didn't hold it long enough.
Unfortunately, they've got a big lead on the scoreboard, so that error
That's all right.
shouldn't hurt too much. But you have to be careful about
Spring
losing
training.
concentration in a game like this. It can be an easy trap to fall into.
He's there. He's got it. And there's one down.
Griffey's got that arm. I love Griffey
Man at
too.
first. And now the Mets
He was a
DH,
fave growing
Ronnie
up watching.
Mauricio.
How could you not like Griffey?
There's a swing and a miss. Page still playing the game he loves. He joined the team as a free agent. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. And next for the Mets, Tyrone Taylor. Fought off foul. 2 outs. Foul ball. Righty to the plate. Struck him out looking. Mets
All right,
lead
one more inning.
And we're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher
Come on,
the
Big
mound.
Mark.
Phil Bickford.
Let's hit a home run.
Here's the Cardinal DH, Mark
50.
McGuire. He's already homered here in this one. That's towards center. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
And
Griffey
now
almost looks like
center
Ricky
fielder, Ken
Henderson
Griffey Jr.
when
Drove it
the
off
young
the wall
version
last
in the game.
time, just missed out on a home run.
Line drive. That's a base hit out into left center field. So a man aboard now with one away. Wilson Contreras will hit next. Base knock right field. Lead runner makes the turn at second. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
Still rain. I wonder if there's rain delays in this game. So far, I haven't had one. First game was obviously it's raining.
Working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate.
Now a screamer into the outfield. He's got it, and that should get the job done as he tags from third. He's in to score on the sac fly, and they now lead by 9. Nolan Gorman.
0 for 4.
The Cardinals.
It's crazy.
Out of line, out towards center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that'll do it. A run on
He might not make this
a 9-1-2 schedule.
starting position.
All
Better
set
get
for
some
the
more
bottom
hits.
of the ninth. Leading
All right,
off,
let's
Brett
close
Baty.
this out. Game 1 was obviously
Swing and a
easy
foul
starting
straight back.
on beginner, working our way up. Typically, I can get the pitching up to
Swing and a
legendary,
miss as he was out
but
front.
hitting not so much because I'm a free swinger. And I'm smashing square on each swing too.
Fights that one away.
Everybody
The
I'm trying to hit
remains
home runs with.
0-2.
Every now and then I hit that X for the normal hit.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Man, there was no deviating from the fastball right there. He just kept coming after him with it. Here it is. Hit it if you can. And he just couldn't find a way to put it in play.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. 1 out, base is empty. And down on strikes he goes. Picks up strikeout number 7. So it's their last chance in this one. Now it's Zach Short. That's in there, and that's strike 1. They're down to their final
One more out.
strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge
See if we
that
get him with the
guy's
slurve.
fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone.
Got him.
And that'll do it.
Well, I'm not
All
sure
right,
they
game 1 down.
to get 9 outs in this
Only
one.
29 more to
Gas
go.
in the tank to get it done. Kind of a throwback save for this guy today, but helps the team get the win. As you can see, they're pretty happy about it, and they're celebrating his performance in this one.
9-0 your final in this one.
Naughty by Nature song?
Johnson and
That's
our
awesome.
crew, I'm John Shelby saying so long.
That's how old I am. This was a burner back in the day.
テンション